happens in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Centennial Bank Stadium in Jonesboro, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on last year's national champion, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Red Wolves ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Tollefson. Right on the money. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Give to Brown. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Let's take a look here at Middle Tennessee. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Firing to the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive into the pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. To the air, it's Rayner. Finds his man, it's Cobb. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Red Bulls! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's talk a little about Middle Tennessee. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Scanning the field, it's Tollefson. Dances away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. Pulls it in. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Makes the catch. It's Walker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down for this offense. Brown has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's his 2nd big play for this defense. Man, he does such a great job locking into the quarterback, breaking on the football. 2 interceptions already in the first quarter.
Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Caught. Open space at the 25. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Summers. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Red Wolves will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Under fire. He's got his man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to escape. It's a fumble! And he was able to get back on top of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Unloads to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Really nice pickup on that one. Get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Caught near the sticks. It's Cobb. That's That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find the soft spot.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's got him wide open. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And the Red Wolves didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a... Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Pocket breaking down. He's got it down the middle.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Finds his man. It's Clement. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Red Wolves come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Summers. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. He's stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Red Wolves in the hurry-up. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Looking left. He's got an open man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it in the middle, it's Clement. And he'll be brought down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Wide out, trying to get in. Touchdown, Red Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Caught over the middle. It's Tipton. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it down the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jones. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Fitted in the window for the score. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 28 to Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays.
He uncorks one deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be a...
There he goes! Drills him with the stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
To the air, it's Rayner. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got some room to run. And after the huge run, it came at a perfect time for this runner. He's got to catch his breath as we head to the 4th. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! And here they come, almost all the way back. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Coming out with it, it's Tate. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
To the air on 1st down. Rifles it down the middle. And it's caught inside the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Connection to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. All right, let's get it. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. Going for 6. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is was a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Keeps looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Here's a heat. Floating away. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Oh, they're after him. Then the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Moving out of the pocket. Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down now after the sack. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Tipton. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Walker. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Ready to fire from the pistol. He wants to throw it again. Forced out of the pocket. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they will score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And how about the protection up front? The big fella's doing their job. He just sits in the pocket. Sits in the pocket. Wide receivers break off their routes. He finds the open guy for the big play. Nice job of protecting your quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Out of bounds at the 22-yard line after a spectacular return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Rayner. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Red Wolves trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Rush is on him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. just taking me, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Leaves it with the running back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The play action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. The throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.